And welcome to Troy University. My name is Hillary Legg. I'm an academic advisor in the JWS Center for Student Success. Today I'm going to tell you a little bit about academic advising and what you can expect to talk about with your advisor. So what is academic advising? It's so much more than just choosing which classes to take while you are working towards your college degree. We want to talk to you about different things going on campus, whether it's like academic questions or you're looking for organizations to participate in while you're here. We just want to be able to talk to you about your goals, your professional development, what kind of careers you're interested in. We also just want to be a main point of contact for you, whether that's you have questions about your classes, or if you have questions about, where the grocery store is in town or where the post office is. We want to be that person that you feel like you can come to at any time when you have questions. So we like to keep just an open door policy. You can call, you can email us at any time, and we want to be there to help you. In the JWS Center for Student Success, we are a team of advisors. So each advisor is able to see you at any time. Anytime you have questions, would like to schedule an appointment, we can see you in as early as 15 minutes. Each advisor has a select area of concentration within all of the colleges on campus. So my concentration area is the College of Business, but I can see students and answer questions for any major. So even if you're a psychology major, biology major, if you have an appointment with me, I'm more than happy to answer any of your questions, even though my area of concentration is for students in the College of Business. We're just one big team. We help all of our students, and we all have access to the same resources to get you on the right track. So we will actually be your advisor until you complete 45 credit hours. So that's about a year and a half. We will be your assigned advisor. Once you complete 45 credit hours, you will then be assigned an advisor in your college, depending on your major. We also advise students who place into a developmental English or math class. And we advise students who are conditionally admitted or undecided on their major. So there are a lot of different students that are in and out of our office, so we're always willing to help when needed. Okay, so I just mentioned a little bit about developmental classes. Each student has to take English and math classes in order to graduate. So how we decide which English and math class you take, it is either based on your ACT or SAT score, or by your placement exam. You have to have one of those scores on file in order for us to place you in the correct English or math class. Developmental math classes would either be Math 1100 or Math 1105, and developmental English classes are English 096 or English 1100. So it's very important that we have at least one of those scores so we can get you started off in the correct English and math, because everyone has to have English and math in order to graduate. So this is just an ideal schedule for students who place into a developmental English or math class. So depending on what that score tells us, you will take your developmental English, developmental math. You'll also take our learning mindset class. That's Troy 0095. That's required for all students who are placed into both a developmental English and math class. You'll also take our orientation. Every student has to take our orientation class, typically the first semester that you're starting with us. And also we would pair that with an Area 2 or an Area 4 class. So an Area 2 class is like our fine art. our musics, theaters, visual arts, communications, foreign language, and again, each student um, trying to graduate with their bachelor's degree has to have an Area 2 Fine Art course. So that's an easy course to kind of place in the first semester. And also an Area 4 class would be our social sciences. So depending on your major, you may have a specific social science you need to take, or you may have the option to choose one. Those are like our psychologies, anthropology, sociology, any of those classes kind of qualify as an Area 4, so we could also pair that with your schedule your first semester. And we also want to go over with you guys our Trojans Thrive at 30 philosophy. So in order to graduate in 4 years, it's very important that you're taking at least 30 credit hours per academic year. So whether you want to take 12 hours in the fall and 12 hours in the spring, and then 6 hours over the summer to make 30 hours, you can do that. Or you can take 15 credit hours in the fall and 15 credit hours in the spring. It's just whichever you would prefer. But it's just very important that we're making that 30 credit hour mark each year, because that's what makes sure that we are graduating on time in 4 years. It helps us to save money, because the longer you're in college, the more money you're spending on your tuition, room and board, and you're also missing out on the money that you could be making if you were to have already graduated and started your career. So very important that we are hitting that 30 credit hour mark each year. Then on this last side, if you would like to open up your camera, you can just hover it over the QR code on the screen. This will sign you up for our parent and student newsletter. We send this out just a couple of times a semester, and it's just updated with things going on in our center, on campus, different topics that may be going around on campus, whether it's organizations, some career advice. It's just a lot of useful information for parents and for students. So by holding up your camera on your phone, you should be able to sign up for our newsletter, and it'll just be in your Troy email, maybe about twice a semester, and it has a lot of helpful information.